For Streets Alive. Yay, Lauren. Oh, you got a tough crowd. We got a tough crowd today.
Our last MC was much shorter.
Sorry, Sean.
Thank you very much, Sean. Jesus. I give the guy a gig at the last minute. He abuses me. Speaking of MCs, tonight it will be me, your usual suspect, Robert Roundtree, has decided not to do it anymore. So you've seen the last of him, but I'd like us all to thank him warmly for his great job. Thank you, Robert. Thanks to Dave on sound, helped by Andrew and Robert. It's going to be a bit of a mess up here. These guys have done a sound check, so they have no excuses.
Yes, we do. We always have excuses.
Knowing me is not one. Okay.
Cue the iPod.
I'll get it for you, Ron. It's karaoke.
Watch the bouncing ball.
Don Bray. Yeah, he's not here. Don't worry. Okay, take it down, Dave. Okay, about 11 years ago, in the spring of 2002, Don Bray was working on this song called Harvest Time. And he'll tell you that I wrote half of it, but it's not true. He had it pretty well done. Needed some tweaking. So he asked me to help out, do a little co-write, which I was happy to do, but I wasn't writing much at the time. He was writing for his second album. And it took us, I can't even imagine it, but it took us 3 sessions and 3 6-packs of harp lager to get the damn song done. But it turned out pretty good. And then, what often happens, you might hear this in the stories from these songwriters tonight, is that you get a bit of a dry spell. This is a great song. I wrote half of it. It's a great song. Listen. Okay, so then what happens, right? You write a great song, right? Oh, this is easy.
That's your last one.
I can write great songs. 6 months. 6 months, Don couldn't write a thing. I could not write a thing. We could not write a thing for 6 months. Luckily, the OCFF conference happened in October of that year. This is 2002 we're talking. And the Ottawa Writers Block, great name, ABLOC, those half French people, they got it going, did a workshop that Don and I attended. And it was pretty much B.A.D.A.S East. So we stole all their ideas, Don and I, and said, we should do this. We're not writing. We need some help. Let's get some friends together and get it going. So that was October. So we did. Our first meeting was in December of 2002, and with just a handful of people, with some of them who are here tonight. So, first set, these guys all started in the first year of B.A.D.A.S.
Is that the part you wrote?
Is that the part you wrote?
Okay, so who started when? Okay, first B.A.D.A.S trivia question. 2 people on the stage started at the same meeting in 2003. Which 2? Fooled you. It was Carol and Sean. Dave joined us first.
Dave joined you first?
Yeah.
Get out.
January 3rd. I have the statistics here. I am the keeper of the
I
archives.
would figure that.
Dave Joyce started January 3rd, 2003. In the 10 years since, he attended 59 times and he wrote 30 songs for us.
What a statistician. Wow.
I think that's my twin brother Dave. That's the other Dave.
I don't think so. And then Carol and Sean joined us in May 29th, 2003. Carol has attended 78 times. Dave gets left behind a lot. And they didn't even have a dog at the time. And has written 51 songs. So Sean joined us at the time. Sean McGaughey is the most enthusiastic B.A.D.A.S member there ever has been or ever could be. He was kind of hurt that he wasn't asked to be in that first little motley group, but
I pestered Paul for 6 months.
yeah, that worked out for him. So he joined us again same day as Carol, May 29th, 2003, has attended 38 times and has written 29 songs. Even though he says it's 50, but he writes in bunches. February he wrote 20-odd songs this February. So he's been trying to get them at the meetings, but we've been so successful getting people out where you're usually only allowed one song in a session now. It used to be unlimited, so now it's like, which one do I do?
A year's worth.
Which one do I do? Yeah, but then you can't rest on your laurels, right? You got to keep writing. It's like, oh, I got it in the bag. And then Ron Belanger joined us the same year, August 21, 2003, attended 35 times and wrote only 7 songs. But this guy is an example of quality over quantity. 7 songs, but they're all gems. You know, I've written like 80, and well, you'll hear 2 good ones tonight. Okay, so I'm going to let him take it away. Sean McGaughey, Dave Joyce, Carol Teal, Ron Belanger. Welcome to B.A.D.A.S.
Hey. Let's hear it for the guy with the stats. Wow, that's amazing.
Our fearless leader.
I didn't know they were keeping tabs on us.
He has the archives. All right. So are we starting down in that end, or what's the plan?
Well, yeah, I do write in bunches. When I first joined B.A.D.A.S in 2003, I wrote 14 songs in a children's book in 7 months. And it was awesome. And my first CD, For the Sake of the Song, is out there. And then they came in dribs and drabs. And last February actually, I'll go there first. Last February, Paul did something I'd heard about called February Album Writing Month. And Paul wrote a damn fine album last year. January 31st, someone online said that it was time for February Album Writing Month, and I said, what the heck, what have I got to lose? Thought I'd get a song out of it. Well, I got 20. I'm not bragging or anything, oh hell yes. Anyway, this is dedicated to all the songwriters here. This was February 16th, 2013. This was my 14th song for February. I like a song, short and sweet, a pretty melody with a gentle beat. No magnum opus for the author's glorious simple tune that tells a story. Too many words, too many words. I can't make sense of what I've heard. You darn folk singers use too many words. Well, a folk song should not contain a million terms you have to explain. When I listen to music in the open air, I shouldn't have to carry a dictionary. Too many words, too many words. I dig the tune, but this is absurd. You darn folk singers use too many words. Well, you seem like you're a decent fellow. I like your songs, they make me mellow. But don't give me a million ideas to follow. All those words are too much to swallow. Too many words, too many words. Why don't you just sing Free Bird? You darn folk singers use too many words.
Sing Free Bird!
If I leave here tomorrow, Joyce.
Watch your guitar there, Sean. Yeah, it's quite a process, as B.A.D.A.S. I don't know if you actually know what we do, but we get together and play the new songs that we write and then and kind of constructively criticize and critique them, offer suggestions. That's why we bring them. And normally I just ignore everything they say about my song. But in the case of this particular song, there was some good constructive criticism, which I integrated, and it was through the connections there that I asked my friend John Lemmy for a little bit of help with the chords, because I just didn't quite have what I wanted, and he was very helpful with the chords. So here's a song, just a little bit love song, a little bit philosophical. Some spend a lifetime looking for gold, scraping the crust of the earth. Makes them do some crazy things. They think it has some worth. I've searched for gold in the mountains. I've searched for gold by the sea. What I found was a sunset over the ocean. That's just right for me. Some spend a lifetime looking for a home, searching the breadth of the land, coast to coast and sea to sea, racing the hourglass hand. I've searched for a home in the mountains. I've searched for a home by the sea. What I found was an old house with you inside, and that's just right for me. Oh, the search continues. Can golden home be found? One can cost the other. Keep your feet firm on the ground. Some spend a lifetime looking for love. What do? They chasing their tails and their dreams. False starts and sorry ends, never easy as it seems. I've searched for love in the mountains. I've searched for love by the sea. What I found was you holding my hand, and that's just right for me. What I found was you holding my hand, and that's just right for me. Thank you.
Oh, it makes me a little bit verklempt. Anyway, so yeah, we've done lots of different things during the B.A.D.A.S sessions over the years. And earlier on, we used to always come up with a theme, which was hilarious. Usually the theme developed for the next week or the next month during the session by the puns and craziness that conversations that went on. So that was a lot of fun, and I found that to be a good inspiration at times to try and write to a theme. This particular song was written to a theme for a literacy challenge. also part of the Canada Reads thing, and was taken to B.A.D.A.S, I'm sure, along the way. But part of the process of songwriting is, different with different people, with different songs, with different moments in time. But for me, sometimes if I get lucky, the songwriting challenge around literacy, I thought, why don't you write a song about reading and literacy? Oh, that sounds pretty droll and sort of boring. I could quite, and all of a sudden I just got this little gem dropped into my brain that said, read me, baby. I'm an open book. And once you get a line like that, then you just can write the song around it sometimes. And that's what happened with this one. I just did the wrong song. I just did the wrong intro, but now since I've done it, I'll show you that song. It's okay. You're right. This song is a standing up song. Read me, baby, I'm an open book. Flip back my cover, take a look. I can be whatever you want me to be. A little romance or a mystery. Maybe even fulfill your fantasies by reading between the lines. We could travel the globe in our slippers and robe and never have to leave home in our most comfy attire, curled up by the fire. We'll visit Paris or Rome. Read me, baby, I'm an open book. Flip back my cover, take a look. I can help you be who you want to be, just a little smarter or a PhD. It could be as easy as ABC. By reading between the lines, I could elucidate your learning, give you the keys to the world. We could explore your every yearning. I'll keep your mind in a whirl. Read me, baby, I'm an open book. Flip back my cover, take a look. Browse through my pages and you will find there's a lot of action right beneath my spine. If you're feeling lonely, see, you'll feel just fine by reading between the lines. We could trip the life fantastic, go out for a night on the town, with me in your arms, seduced by my charms. You'll never put me down. Read me, baby, I'm an open book. Flip back my cover, take a look. Meet me in the stacks at the library. There's no reason to resist me. All this earthly pleasure could be yours for free by reading between the lines. You're all going to go renew your library cards.
Take it all off.
Harold does a great B&G, eh? My wife and I take regular vacations in Cape Cod, and grown to love it down there. It's great. We were out, 7 or 8 years ago, walking along the beach, and tide was out, and where we are, it's on Cape Cod Bay, and the beaches are long, and when the tide is out, maybe 150 meters wide. and just blank sand. And we were having a walk, and I said, you know, it looks like a big canvas, just somebody cleaned off, you know, just ready for something to happen to it. Then we carried on with our walk, finished our coffees, went back up to the cottage. And next door to us was a couple of families of firefighters and their families, little gaffers, and they just finished up their breakfast and juice, and they were tearing out of the house with their shovels and pails. And I realized what that canvas was for. So anyway. And the nice thing about it is that the next day it's all back again. You know, it's all brand new. You grab the pail and I'll grab the shovel, down to the beach, running on the tubble. The overnight tide left a new canvas, it's all brand new. Oh, the sand's a blank slate we can create on, building our castles, dreaming of Avalon, digging in the sand, looking for treasure, it's all brand new. It's all brand new. No matter what you do, no matter what you do, it's all brand new. Well, we play there in our imagination, building our magic fortification. The real world goes by, we don't notice, it's all brand new. The time passes, the tide is turning, coming back in, our play is adjourning. The sand will be renewed, we'll be returning, it's all brand new. It's all brand new, no matter what you do, no matter what you do, it's all brand new. Now I'm sitting here, it all comes back to me, the memories of the beach and the smell of the sea. I can hear the gulls and the terns are crying, it's all brand new. So no matter what you do, wherever you go, it's who you can be and not who you know. Every day will bring a new challenge, it's all brand new. It's all brand new, no matter what you do, no matter what you do, it's all brand new. Yes, it's all brand new, no matter what you do, no matter what you do, it's all brand new. Thank you very much.
So not only is Ron an amazing songwriter, but he's a luthier extraordinary. Many of us play his guitars, and somehow, I wasn't at all excited to come tonight, somehow in the blitz to come tonight, I didn't bring my Belanger. I brought my Norman. I don't know how. It's a good guitar, but Ron builds great guitars, and I have one of them. Absent-mindedness. My father used to say when he got my age that he had that condition that I can't remember. But having said that, on February 6th was a very special international holiday, Bob Marley's birthday, and there was an open stage celebrating Bob Marley's birthday, and with an hour to go I thought, well, I better write something because I was doing this writing month. But come on, at my age, Tragically Hip is farther and farther away, and nearer comes Broken Hip. But this is what I came up with Bob for Bob Marley's birthday. And there's a sing-along bit. place warm, if only in your dreams. Like Kingston, Kingston, Jamaica. In Kingston, Kingston, Jamaica. Keep it going, Kingston, Kingston, Jamaica. In Kingston, Kingston, Jamaica. The food is spicy and the people warm. I won't have to shovel after a storm. You can dance to a red hot reggae band, and the only thing cold is this drink in my hand. I can use a little time away, even just for one more day in Kingston, Kingston, Jamaica. In Kingston, Kingston, Jamaica. In Kingston.
Well, I brought along my banjo just to show you that it's not all about guys and girls with guitars and boas.
And boas. Boas? Listen. I thought you were talking like Robert for a minute there. Boas. Girls and boas, you know.
Well, writing songs is all about words, and it really is quite a challenge to pick the right words to say what you're trying to say to the optimum. I mean, you can always pick some words that say what you say, but not very well, right? That's the challenge, is to do it in an artful way that truly gets the meaning across, usually in the most emotional way possible. And that's what this song is about. Now, I was always got a kick at B.A.D.A.S meetings when we have one of our get-togethers. Often when we're looking at the songs, some of the members start picking at each other about grammar and, how the correct way to say things.
Just.
Punctuations. Eh?
Just.
Yeah. So that's something a little bit about what this song is about, too.
You could have said that.
And there's a single.
Have more bitter?
And it has a chorus that I appreciate it if you try and sing along. Since the dawn of time, it's been a challenge for a person to express their love in words, mixing metaphors, analogies, and similes. My attempts are strictly for the birds. I've searched the English language for the phrases within myself for feelings that are true. I feel a need to write out something, but can't express the way I feel for you. Can't express the way I feel for you. Oh, I can elucidate for you to hear. Words only obfuscate what's very clear. I want to equilibrate my verbal reeling so I can enunciate my inner feelings. Got that? Okay, ready, everybody? Oh, I can elucidate for you to hear. Words only obfuscate what's very clear. I want to equilibrate my verbal reeling so I can enunciate my inner feelings. Very good. I've considered every aspect of our language. I've racked my brains for adjectives that fit. Combination of the words are nearly endless. Each sentence leaves me feeling like a twit. I've investigated all the interjections. I've edited and proofed and then revised, hoping to create the perfect poem. But I end up with words that compromise. I end up with words that compromise. Oh, I can elucidate for you to hear. Words only obfuscate what's very clear. I want to to equilibrate my verbal reeling so I can enunciate my inner feelings. Words can't capture the way I feel or show the depth that you are in my heart. They can't express the breadth of my desire. I never know exactly how to start. It's probably best to try and keep it simple, to choose the words so short and sweet and true. The sentence that says you are the object of my love would be simply, I love you. Be simply, I love you. Oh, I can't elucidate for you to hear. Words only obfuscate what's very clear. I want to equilibrate my verbal reeling so I can enunciate my inner feelings.
Obviously, lots of times the things we write about are just the things that are on our minds.
You wrote a mining song?
No, that's
my job.
That's his job. He writes lots of mining songs. I write some ecology kinds of songs, though, and some I'm worried about the earth kinds of songs. So it's a great way to express ourselves, and sometimes we hope that it might initiate a bit of social change, or at least some social discussion, thinking about things, and see if we can change things for the better or get people thinking about, raise their awareness. So this is called Bad Weather. Change our habits before it's too late.
start writing this song so that I could rhyme Coochie-ching. I was thinking about...
That doesn't mean a thing.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about my ancestors, my parents, my uncle's aunts, grandfather, and since the Belangers came to Canada in 1633, we've cut a lot of wood. And in my own family, my dad worked in the bush, and my uncles and my grandfather. I didn't. And I was thinking about this area 150 years ago. Everything was being cleared, and 100 years ago or so, the industry started to come in. But before then, the primary industry around was lumbering. So that's what this is about. And evergreens. Many winds blew and the birds would sing in the forest that grew round Coochie-ching. The lumbermen came, the call went out for working men strong and stout. In the fall and the winter their axes would bring cutting logs for the mills round Coochie-ching. Drovers brought horses from the driving sheds. Trunks were trimmed and hauled to the skids. Onto the lake the teams would bring logs for the mills round Coochie-ching. Well, you think we'd see, you think we'd know, every year we had further to go. But we barely survived on what the money would bring. We cut logs for the mills round Coochie-ching. Yesterday, working in town just ain't my thing. There's no more logs round Coochie-ching. The hills are bare and the wind blows strong. These short winter days are way too long. All the mills closed, can't do a damn thing. There's no more logs round Coochie-ching. It's time to move on, gonna carry my gear on to Perry Sound. And in the fall and the winter our axes will ring. We'll do like we did around Coochie-ching. Oh, you think we'd see, you think we'd know, every year we had further to go. But we barely survived on what the money would bring. We cut logs for the mills round Coochie-ching. You think we'd see, you think we'd know, every year we had further to go. We barely survived on what the money would bring. We cut logs for the mills round Coochie-ching. Remember when the land was green, with maples and oaks and evergreens.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Sean McGaughey, Joyce, Teal and Ron Belanger. Thank you.
Well, that's the old crusty one's gone. Neighbor, we'll have some new talent later. Usual raffle. raffles going on. There's 5 CDs to win. Prices are, is it 2 and 5 or 1 and 2? 1 and 2.
1 for 1 and 3 tickets for 2.
3 tickets for 2. Thank you very much. We'll be back as soon as we're set up for the next bunch. Thank you very much. There's a few CDs for sale. Some of us have brought them.